What's up guys, my name is Jake and I'm going to be making a player's guide to Chernogorsk. Now in this video I'm going to show a bunch of different locations in Cherno that you can find a lot of good materials to get in and get out and make you go to other towns and play with other players well. Now here I'm going to the northwestern side of Cherno, and there's a hospital and a bunch of apartment complexes. Now I'm going to be putting a link on the screen here. It's to a website that has a very well detailed map. It's called DayZdb.com/map. It has an interactive map where you can zoom in very far, and each lootable location has its own spot, and if you click on it it'll bring up a picture of the side to see what the building looks like, and it'll show you all the loot chances you can possibly get. Now here I'm going to be heading into a building, and I will show you on the map exactly where we are. Any second. Alright, there we are. And now I'm in the farther northmost building next to the hospital there. You can see the Red Cross. And that's where I'm at right now. And basically these areas are pretty good for finding survival needs, as in like food and water. And sometimes they can have a lot of backpacks as well. Now what you want to do when you're careful is, if you see, like I saw that raw meat in the doorway. Raw meat is not a naturally spawning item in the game. You have to get it from killing an animal and skinning it with your hunting knife. So what you want to do is, if you ever see something like that, or like a blood bag in the middle of nowhere, or in a place that's not a hospital, be very careful, because you never know, someone could be there. Now I was lucky to be in a server with only 4 people at the time, so I wasn't really too scared. Now another tip is, especially in town or with the zombies around, crouch walking is probably the best bet, because zombies have really good hearing and vision, and you can get caught very easily. Now hospitals, they do have a lot of good things, such as morphine and blood bags. Painkillers are not needed as much as of late because of the patches lately. Usually you don't need painkillers too often, but they did make bone breaking a little difficult, so morphine is pretty good to have now. Here I'm in what's called a fire station, and these usually yield you a lot of ammo and sometimes like an AK. See, I get a hatchet there, but I already had one. So they're usually a pretty high yield building. If you go into them, most people already have it looted, so you won't find much, but it's always good to check out. You never know if you're going to get an upgrade on your gun. Now I'm coming into an apartment here, and these things have some sort of survival gear. They have water, food, sometimes a weapon. And now on the map here, the bottom right there where you can see the little green shopping cart, that is the general store. This place has a lot of loot spawns, and as you can see, I just walked by, I think that was a double-barreled shotgun, but I kept that in field because I already had it. I'm just kind of zooming through this because there wasn't really much to show. But those places have a lot, like those are pretty much the hot spot if you want to get any gear. And you can see there's a zombie to the right, and a zombie in the doorway there, so I'm kind of being careful. But there was some weird zombie that just decided to pop through the wall, and here's why I say morphine is good. You never know when you're going to break your bones. I think they're going to make the patch a lot less harsh on that, but as of now you can get hit once. Like, I was at 12k blood one time running around and I didn't have any morphine. One zombie swapped me once and I all of a sudden broke a bone. So basically I had to lose my character there. Now here we're coming down to a church, and it's the little blue square on the bottom there. And they're okay, they're not too great. Usually you can run past them, you won't really find much in there. But these buildings right here, these are like cafes mixed with a little bit of an apartment complex. These things are really good. I found probably 4 or 5 Lee Enfields in the time I was going through Cherno. As you can see there, the big blue circles there on the map, and there are plenty of them in Cherno for sure. They're really good for getting bigger backpacks as well. Now, you can also find a lot of water bottles in these places as well, and water bottles are a lot better than carrying cans of Coke and Pepsi, because you can refill them at water pumps. Now here, I put a tip on the screen: never leave a glitch bag. Now, I was trying to figure out how to grab this thing, and I just couldn't do it. Using the scroll wheel, usually it'll say take Alice Pack. And an Alice Pack is the second best backpack you can get into the game, next to the Coyote backpack, which is different than the one you're wearing now. You're wearing the Coyote Patrol Pack, but the Coyote backpack has 24 slots. The Coyote Patrol Pack only has 8, and the Alice Pack has 20. So the Alice Pack is pretty much a very good thing to get. Now see, I had a lot of inventory space here, and I was trying to figure out if I could get this Alice Pack, because it's a pretty good item to get. So there was, if you could see, there was items glitched underneath of it. I don't know if the Alice pack spawned on top of it, but here it lets me grab it. So I take the Alice pack, and for some reason it glitched me out of my other bag, so I just said whatever. All I had was food in there, it's okay. So I just dropped all the crap items that were under the bag and then do this. Now, managing your inventory is a good thing. As you can see, I had like 3 water bottles, which is kind of a lot. I almost don't need that many. But make sure you're going to have a lot of food and water, but not too excessive. And make sure you have enough ammo. And another thing I put is knowing your backpack space. Like I said before, the Alice pack is 20. So a gun counts as 10 backpack spaces, if that makes sense. So if you open your backpack, like I put that other Lee Enfield I found in there just in case I play with a buddy and they don't have a gun. And small weapons such as a pistol, they only count as 5. So you kind of have to be careful. Not everything only counts as 1 space. Now if you saw back there, I reloaded a 45 ACP round into a M1911 mag. Basically they are the same caliber, so basically you can reload them and they will work for either gun. Now there's a glitch that you can do where if you're running low on ammo and say there's 1 round left in your 45 ACP, you can reload that into an M1911 and back into the 45 ACP and basically have unlimited ammo. It's kind of a glitch. I'm sure it'll get fixed, but I don't really use the exploit. Now north of that hospital there is medical tents, and basically they can sometimes have pretty good guns in here. I found a lot of sniper ammo, so I don't know if someone left it or not, but another good spot to hit up in Cherno. And that pretty much does it for all the spots in Cherno. There is a water pump just northeast of this area, and that's a good spot to fill up. It's just outside of town. One spot that I did not post in this video, I mean there's definitely more places to loot, but these are pretty much the hotspot ones. On the east side of town there's a big parking garage that's opened, and if you're ever going to build a car, that is definitely a good spot to hit because there is so much stuff there. That's basically one of the good spots you can get engine parts, fuel tank parts, very easily. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of these videos, please let me know, and I will be making more guides in the future. Thanks for watching.